It is perhaps the best home field advantage in all of football and certainly the loudest. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Taking it about the 1. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. So here come the Chiefs for their opening drive. And a glance here at the man calling the plays under center, their 6'4" quarterback.
And I thought it was a really nice performance last week by him. 3 touchdown passes. I think that signifies exactly what he was getting done. He did have the 1 interception.
But that's the ratio you say you're okay with, right?
If you go 3-1, you're going to be pretty happy over the course of a season. And let's face it, he'll never blame the receiver publicly. But behind closed doors, he probably told his agent, hey, what's the deal? I should have a perfect game. And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
They run on first down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's second down now. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll look to throw. On the throw led him too much that time. It's incomplete. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. They're going to look to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. They'll drop to throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that'll make it a 2nd down. They'll look to throw again. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. And a glance here at their quarterback standing 6'3".
And this could be a whole lot of fun because if his game plan goes into effect early, we're going to see some shots downfield, aren't we? What did he talk to us about? Stretching the field. Wants to open things up for not just his receivers, but for anything underneath.
Well, that was the theme, the front page of the sports section. What did the columnist write? Possible air raid. So we'll see.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how the coaches view that, right? Who gave away the game plan? I think it's pretty obvious, though. That'll help them win.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 2nd and 4. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2.
Come on now, let's make it happen, baby. Let's make it happen.
This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got a 1st and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hit in this game, didn't it? For them to get downfield that quickly. And now 1st and goal, expect them to attack right here on this play.
First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Back to throw again. Touchdown! A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos are on the board first here on the road in Kansas City.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Extra point attempt to follow here. And he's got it. 7-0 Broncos. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it ends with a Denver touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From the 6. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. And he'll look to rebound from the early interception that led to 6 points the other way.
And when he threw the interception and he had to come to the sideline, I guarantee his first thought wasn't about the interception itself, but what could result. And I know he was thinking to himself, come on, defense, bail me out. Well, they weren't able to in this situation. Now he's got to go out and atone for it himself, but he can't force things.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
These two teams met up earlier in the year, back in Week 4, and it was the Chiefs who got the road victory there, so now looking to claim the season series at home in KC.
Throw left side complete. That's Nash. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
But give them credit for a good read right there because they read the man coverage on the right side and sent the tight end a few steps down the field and then angled him to the left on a crossing route. He was able to get enough separation on this play to turn it into a nice gain.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They run the counter now on 1st down. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
This defense for the Broncos, they played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to air one out. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And finally out of bounds just inside the 10. A big play there for KC.
That's a great job of working the sideline right there. I love how he tracked the football the whole way. Just reached up and pulled it in. Had excellent field presence to understand where he was in order to make that play happen.
And now some disagreement down on that sideline. The red flag is out, and we're going to get a challenge. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. Winds up a very good call there defensively to challenge that one, as that now will wind up an incomplete pass.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line.
So now the 2nd drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. And they came into play here off 2 straight victories. They're back to 500 on the year. But, Charles, is this little mini run coming too late to salvage their season?
Well, they definitely dug themselves a hole that leaves them needing to play almost perfect football from here on out. But I do believe they think that they've got this thing turned around, and they are capable of doing exactly that.
And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Looking to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
The Broncos send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over.
And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. They end up getting stuffed twice after that 9-yard gain back on first down. Yes, it's the first half, but we'll see if that stuff there on 3rd and 1 comes back to haunt him.
I hope you don't mind, but it's not going to stop me from putting a check mark next to this play. Let's look back as this game progresses and see if this is one of the key plays in the game, even though it occurred early.
Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. A 40-yard punt, no return, and the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. So here are the Broncos to take over on offense. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10.
Oh, yeah, good job, fellas, good job.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off at the 28. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
So now it appears they're going to accept the penalty, which means take away the interception. Also means keep your defense on the field. Don't understand this one bit.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll set up a throw.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off at the 12. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line.
And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
The football going back over to the Denver Broncos.
They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. The lane opens up that time as he'll be brought down just short of a first after a gain of about 9. The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. He'll drop to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to get this one down to the 45. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2. As they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. Back to throw here. Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. He and his team, they have had a rough go of it here in this first half. Maybe time for him to put his foot down here in the 2nd quarter.
Put his foot down and become a little more accurate throwing the football. He's already thrown 2 interceptions. He's trying to find a way to equal things out. And instead of it going to the opponents, get it to his own receivers and find the end zone.
Yeah, you mentioned those 2 picks. No touchdown passes yet either. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll look to throw here. Quick hitter here. It's complete. The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35.
Well, they're currently the best in the NFL converting that 3rd down, so it's no surprise there they picked that one up.
And they've done it in many different ways throughout the season, Charles. Picking it up, running it, throwing it, just effective on 3rd downs all year long. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's got a man. It's his fullback. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Back to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Shepard. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
I got kicked out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Nash. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 25-yard line.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He finds his man, complete. That's Nash. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. On play action, they'll throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Now the Chiefs bring on their field goal unit. Oh, they pitch to the tight end. It's a fake. Runs through the contact. And they're able to pick up the first and keep possession. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's got it. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
For good reason, quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter to their wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like, based on coverage, he knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason.
Extra point attempt to come here. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. That one in the books as a 12-play drive, and it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Denver's offense now set to go. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. 2nd and 3. Going to throw right side here. Complete. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now back to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing. And they got it done.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 49-yard line. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Let's go.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Back to throw now on first down. And this is going to be caught. No, And now following that last play, I do believe we're going to get a review here. Yes, indeed, the red flag is out. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Now here's the call. So a good challenge there. The look pretty conclusive. The feet were in, and it's a completed pass. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. And Kansas City's offense now set and ready to go. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
Go, go, go.
He'll look to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And some room to work. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
They'll look to throw now on first down. He finds his man, complete. That's Nash. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
This has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
Brings up 2nd and 7. Move. 4 down, 4 down. Mike 42, Mike 42. It's going to be a long day.
Again, he'll drop to throw. That is caught inside the 5. And the Chiefs are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. They'll set up to throw. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Here we go on 2nd and 12. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation.
And Brandon, as you know, sometimes it's a lot tougher to run with these tight ends nowadays in the NFL. They're just bigger wide receivers. He lined up on the left side of formation, ran a drag route across the field, and tried to work his way open. He was able to make the catch, but the defenders were there, couldn't do a whole lot with it afterwards.
And the 13-year man puts it through.
So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
There he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. He's got the lead here in the 2nd quarter. He's thrown the touchdown, but also an interception. As a quarterback, does that interception, even though you're playing well, your team's got the lead, does that always stick in the back of your mind a little bit?
For the best ones, it just upsets them that they did that because they don't think there should be any blemishes on their record. They think that they're way better than that. So your confidence gets tested a little bit. Being able to go back out there, maybe throw another touchdown, that'll tamp that down in a big way.
Yeah, because he's looked pretty good to this point.
And he's going to have a Broncos first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this score will stay right where it is. The long-distance shot before break comes up empty, but now Charles flipped the script. Time for likely one more play as field position becomes an issue.
Yeah, when you talk about field position, remember, if this kick is missed, the ball comes back to where? The spot that they snapped it from. So field position becomes a factor. I think in this spot, you might also want to think about throwing the Hail Mary. You know, put the ball up in the air. Maybe you can get 6 out of it instead of 3.
Yeah, see what happens. And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. So we come upon halftime with the visiting Broncos taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Things starting to get interesting in this final weekend before Thanksgiving. So let's see what's going on around the NFL. Well, we get our trip around the NFL with an interesting one right off the bat. And in the 2nd quarter, it's the Vikings who are out on top. The Vikes looking to sew that one up, and they look to be in pretty good shape. From there, we head down to sunny Miami to check on the Dolphins at home at Hard Rock Stadium. And you can see, currently they trail in that ball game. The Tigers seem to be on their way to what would be a good victory.
And now, due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the 2nd half.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this 3rd quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Bronco offense ready to begin this 3rd quarter play.
And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And they're able to get this one across the 35.
43 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football. sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. But there's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 44-yard line. He'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10, and he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. They'll try and start this drive in the air. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And the Broncos get there and take him down. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to loft it deep right sideline. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big play there for KC.
Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years with the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
Well, one way or the other, you knew they'd have to push the ball downfield on 3rd and long, but I'm not sure the defense was expecting them to push it that far downfield. Their math didn't add up, but it certainly did for the offense.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Hands it off out of the gun, and he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Shepard. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. What a dimension this man brings to this defense. He had his mind set there that he was going to get in and make that tackle. He really flew to the football.
Yeah, this defense as a whole has really been flying to the football all game long. They have not allowed too much of anything, and here's another example. A great play there to get in and disrupt it before it could get going.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. The play action fake. They'll look to throw.
And that is incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. And his kick here is good. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps him inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
Taken at the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Denver's offense ready to go again.
And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I didn't like the look of that play right from the beginning. I thought he should have seen the coverage that was there, tried to force it in. That one, he's fortunate, just fell incomplete.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th.
Well, here's where having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss.
The Broncos send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And that will come the offense as they take over.
KC's offense ready to take over.
Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. They're going to look to throw. And this will be incomplete. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw here. He finds his man, complete. It's Stevens. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level. This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 2
yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
2nd and 12.
42, check, Mike 42. Get that quarterback. And all 42's Mike, 42's Mike.
They'll set up a throw. He finds his man complete. It's Stevens. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
56 Mike.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9.
And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. Back to throw here. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. A great play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. Well, there was a little extra pressure with that one because it was 3rd down. He didn't care. He snagged it with one hand like it was routine.
The key is to make a play in a tough situation. Doesn't matter how, and in this case, one-handed gets it done. Terrific play for us to watch.
Now Brian Flores going to leave the offense out there to go for 2.
They'll look to throw. And he's going to be taken down. It's a sack. And they fail on the try for 2. So trying to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you try and throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
And Denver getting set to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. He'll drop to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 41-yard line.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 5. They'll drop to throw. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete.
And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
7 yards the pick up there.
And a quick throw here, that's complete.
And the Broncos are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Touchdown, Broncos! A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos have retaken the lead.
What a great drive that was. A long drive, sustained, well executed.
I love what we're seeing out of him here in year 2, right? This young quarterback continues to evolve and grow. He's really the adage right now that John Wooden, the famous basketball coach, used to say. Be quick, but don't hurry. You can see that everything is happening for him, but he's not taking.
And he's going to go down. Can't get rid of it. So a sack on a 2-point try.
Well, that decision to me was all about pulling up the chart. You know, that beautiful chart that tells you when to go for 2, when to go for 1. I do love it. It helps you with your decision-making during heated times. And just look at it right here in this point of the game. Go for 2. Try and make it a field goal difference.
But now just up 1 makes the rest of this 4th quarter a little more interesting.
Yeah, they followed the chart. They just didn't get the 2 points on the board, did they?
Nope. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points. Said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
Well, here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner. We watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 48-yard line.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
2nd and 9.
Now back to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. On play action, they'll throw. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. And this kick is not going to get there. It's short and no good.
Let's
So a chance there goes by the wayside. That one just didn't have enough leg to get there.
Yeah, and it would have given them a lead here in the fourth quarter. And those are the ones that keep you up at night when you don't have enough distance. I wonder if maybe did his foot hit the ground first? Did he not get enough of the ball? He's going to be thinking about that one.
Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. They certainly caught a big break with that missed field goal. Instead of trailing, they hold on to that slim lead, and now we'll see how they play this critical fourth quarter possession. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. He'll look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Back to throw again. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And the Chiefs are right back in this football game. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. A golden opportunity for them now following the interception. They need to try to at least get 3. Obviously, a touchdown puts them in a much more secure position. And the drive starts with a completion left side. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Now a throw here, hauled in. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. They'll look to throw now on first down. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down.
Well, that's not exactly how they drew that one up, nor practiced it, because on first down, you're trying to get some yardage to set up second and third down calls. In this case, had to drop it off to his running back. But boy, they closed quickly on that one and stopped him behind the line of scrimmage.
Here we go on second and 12. He's got a man. It's his fullback. Call it a gain of a yard. And that's going to lead to a third and 11. Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight one-point game. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They face a critical third down now, needing a score here in the late going. They'll look to throw again. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now fourth down.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. Back to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete.
Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player.
We'll step aside and get an update when we return to KC. Second and 7.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. And to give this time to the tailback.
And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This for the lead in the final stages. And his kick is right there. It's good. And with a little over a minute to play, they have taken the lead.
Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right.
And he returns this to the 22. So the Broncos now down on the scoreboard. At time, a huge factor. Needing at least 40 yards, you'd have to think, to have a shot.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Picked off near the 44. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. And they will take a knee here. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Victory in the cards now for the Chiefs as they take a knee here.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises. Really, both sides did. But they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this, you know, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? But those who are mentally tough, those are the teams that you have to deal with in the playoffs. This was that type of a game.
So for the Chiefs, they just keep on rolling as they move to 9-2 with a win here. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Baltimore Ravens. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, it's starting to look like it won't be their year as they drop to 5-6. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road.